real quick because my subject is the highest courts, the longest standing, and I need that to be where you're not mixed up with what is high, or is it getting high? It's not getting high. It's the longest standing in the highest courts. It's what says goes, and the longest standing in the rules are the 10 basic Catholic commandments. We've all had our opportunities to learn them, and by now everybody should have these at their mind already. Everybody needs to know them. These are the highest standards. They're pretty basic, and they're expected, and anybody that goes against that, they're already dishonoring not only the law, but they're dishonoring God too. And this isn't only court or church. I'm showing you how right now church is going to govern the government, because right now we have rules, and the rules are to stay same, never can be changed. These are the longest standing, and they're the final highest asking and talk right now. That doesn't mean go and get high. That doesn't mean the highest in the, because those things are going to be separated. That's a science, and that's a different thing. Like, that has nothing to do with the laws right now. And so they're basic. It's only the 10 Catholic commandments. Okay. The rules are right now that if anybody's caught going against them, immediately take that out, because we are people of the land, and I need you guys to all understand that the longest standing on the land too, it's big. We already reside in every state, and so what I'm saying is that, like, we didn't have to march to get our word across. We're already in every area that we need to be in, and we're in your areas too. So I need everybody to be listening right now, that, like, however it is, we're with God. We're on his side 100%. I don't want to have any misunderstandings. So this is the reason why I'm explaining. 10 commandments, basic rules. Don't lie, don't kill, don't steal, don't do anything that goes against God. Don't be a hoe, don't whatever, like, it's pretty basic. These things will keep you safe for life. And these things are due because these things are part of the law. We don't want anybody going against these, because sometimes this is how conflict starts. So rather than saying, I don't know, you're expected to know. Okay. So if you don't know, go back to the scroll, go read it again, and these can never be changed. I'm making clear of that. Don't ever change them. Whenever you say, I don't know, you're expected to know these. And if you don't know, you're expected to. The rules are basic 10 Catholic commandments. I think Christians have some too, but the longest standing are still the Catholic ones. And if you see now, if you go back and you ask any Catholic, what are they? They'll be able to tell you. If they know, they'll be able to tell you the university that we took is, we graduated this university in first grade. Come on, man. This is not rocket science, and it's not to be misunderstood. Like, we already are. I don't know if you noticed how we all get in line together when the time came, because we have our rules, and God has his way of teaching us things so that we know same. So it doesn't matter now what Catholic and Christian are. We want to be able to teach the Christians how to roll. We want them to know and understand the basic rules too. And anything against this is against the highest courts. So you cannot be, and everything needs a consequence, because that's what we're going to work on now. So everything that goes against the 10 Catholic commandments, everything needs a consequence. I say 20 years prison and no bail, no right to see a judge, and no, they don't even need to see a public defender, because the public people can let them speak for themselves. We are going to honor that. And 20 years is in prison until you see a judge. Is not going to be a 3-day hold. We're not requesting 3-day holds for this one. We just don't want anybody acting out of line or having a time frame to plot things. There's not going to be none of that. It's a zero tolerance. And since we don't know who's the Pope or whatever, I'm pointing this out because it's needing to be known. And I'm also a member of a church. I'm Catholic, and it doesn't matter if I don't go on a weekly, I don't go to see the people. I have my basic instructions installed in me. God has already taught me everything that I need to know. And that's pretty basic, right? I know this is the difference between us. So we got our structure here. Everybody needs to know that we're already in the same understanding of that process, and it needs to continue. There cannot be no changes in the things that we know. And this is where we'll begin for the highest courts. 20 years in prison. We'll talk about what they did in the whole 20 years, and that'll be it. We'll give that time, but we need to get rid of first the part that is like not in line here and not understanding. And so this is because of the fact too that the property taxes are going a little bit too high. They're about $800 a month now. Nobody ever established that. And the fact that if we are going to pay, we'd rather pay that to the military that is going to do something about this, to get involved now, rather than and that way we can all like work together worldwide, and this will be towards that. Nobody's stealing, nobody's taking. And this will be direct, pretty basic. I think this is part of the land rules too, because like it doesn't matter if it has or hasn't been established. Nothing's ever been established, and I'm saying this now because I am a granddaughter of a landowner. And so we're also going to be talking about um the ranch. We're going to go back to the Hidalgo. We're going to talk about a lot of things along the way. This is going to be all part of this, because you know what, I've come to a decision, and I've come to think that a ranch is only 2 lots from here on. But that's it. That's pretty. I think that's pretty. Uh, it's pretty. It's pretty reasonable. In case you don't know, a ranch now will be a lot. No, it will be 2 lots. 2 lots is one ranch. Okay, so everybody will have that. If they buy a property, they don't have to pay property taxes on that anymore. And from that point, because we don't want to have anybody suffering. Everybody needs their access to water. Everybody needs also to have people like that are not going to be interfering with that water, because this is going to be all the way from the Rio Grande, and no changing the names. I need that clear, firm. Just like the Catholic structure, we're not changing any names. We're not changing anything that the rules have. There is never no changing the rules, and I think that's already known. Next is I need it to be understood. I need it to be understood, clear, and I need the 10 Commandments to be honored, and I need all to be on the same understanding of this process, and it needs to begin now. This way, this could avoid conflict, and we bring in the new year better. And don't even pay your taxes. Like don't pay them. You're not gonna get kicked out. This is not a negotiation. It's a firm talk about a lot of things. Everybody is paying their taxes, and that's great. I'm glad to see that everybody's a good citizen, and that's cool. That's you've done paid your part, is what I'm saying. So let's continue. You guys can pay if you want. Let's continue to be good citizens, stewards of the land, and obey God, honor God, obey laws, and nobody is above them and nobody is under them. We're all here. We're here not to suffer. We're not here to suffer anybody. We're not here to make you go and buy a property and then go and pay for that property back, because the only thing that hasn't been established yet is the land and the ranch rules. And so there's a separation there that in about 1989, I believe the ranch was sold, but land still is held here today, and it's all the way on the 99. And so before you guys go and get federal mixed up with anything else, I need you guys to know that the federal is Mexican. And so that way you guys are clear and knowing what is citizens and not. And those real ones of the land that everybody needs to be listening to are pretty much the land people and Mexicans. They're the only citizens that speak English right now, and that's not because we got a different lot of different kind of Mexicans. We're Mexicans. Some of them are Hispanic Latinos. Some of them are Mexican. Some of them are just like, so the way it is right now, the ones that do have a say are the Hispanic and Latinos right now, because we're also going to put this in the context of the errors, since the we're equal to American, and that way they know, and that it's not a status. We can make it a church if you want. That way we could get that clear when people say, "Oh, I'm this." The fact that it's not fully established yet, this is where we need to begin now, and I need to be clear on that. So everybody needs to step in right now, put it in your heart. What are you? And however you want to represent it, it's fine. It's not going to go over the highest courts. It's not going to go over these teachings, and it needs to be clear and never change. A Mexican status will stay forever, and we'll just have this right here with a little bit of an error where everybody was on the misunderstanding part. That way we all can be one main thing, a nation really under God. I was thinking too, like I don't know if I've introduced that part where I had the Bible Truth books, the book of books. It's now named New America's Now. We're gonna go ahead and work with that. This will be with Virginia 1661, and that's going to be part of the process too, that we're going to be working together. Even though Virginia is not here, I'm already there. Like I said, I got a big family. We're in every state. So what is that? That's right behind the White House. We got everybody in place. Yes, candle, go now. Now's the time. We'll surround it like that and keep it brief. There needs not to be no explaining until the 20 years if we decide to go that far, but no 3 days, no more. This is federal. This is federal rule, and highest courts will be the ones to say this. Okay, so also too, if you want to ask if I'm under the influence, I'll tell you right now, I'm not. So that way you guys are on the same understanding. We're following orders. We're going to be following your rules too. And we want nobody going or undermining that authority. It's courts, church. We're keeping them separate yet same. Because at the end, you're going to need the church to be able to determine what you are anyways. So that's where I'm at. And I hope you guys all have a good day. Keep it basic. 10 Catholic commandments are the rules. 20 years for anybody going against that, and I don't know, that's on you, that's on God. All the glory be to God, and I'll be assisting with him and all his decisions, I promise you. Thank you.